The United States played Guyana earlier and won 8-0. Humid day, 77 degrees in Costa Rica, a little bit windy as well. This is the first game for these two teams in this tournament. And you can see the United States right now on top of the group, but there's so many games to be played. The goal difference, though, 8 for the United States with that dominant win over Guyana. For Costa Rica and Puerto Rico, both of these teams participated in the qualifiers in February. So it's been a journey to get here in the first place. They both won their groups. And for Costa Rica, they are fresh off of an appearance in the U20 World Cup representing Concacaf in 2024. And the journey to get there again starts now. For Puerto Rico, this is the third appearance in championship play. They won the qualifiers. McMahon is absolutely the player to watch out for with 3 goals in those qualifiers. They have not been to the U20 World Cup on the women's side. The way it works here in CONCACAF Championship, 8 teams remain after the qualifiers, and the United States and Mexico earned byes. And so 2 groups of 4. It will be a round-robin style tournament. And after this week, the winner and runner-up from each group will move on to the semifinals taking place June 6th. Well, we see both teams, Costa Rica and Puerto Rico, walking out onto the pitch. We'll pause now. The national anthems for both countries.
Cuando alguno pretenda tu gloria marchar, verás a tu pueblo valiente, la tosca herramienta de armas tocar. Salve, oh patria, tu pródigo suelo, dulce abrigo el sustento nos da, bajo el límpido azul de tu cielo, viva siempre el trabajo y la paz.
Just about ready to go. Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. Kickoff shortly between these two countries. Our first game of the Concacaf U20 Championship group stage. 8 teams remain. And after this week, only 4 will move on to the semifinal. Starting 11s, we'll begin with Costa Rica. Fernandez in net. Patricia Aguilar is the head coach for this side. Costa Rica, of course, benefits from being the home side as well. They didn't have to travel to get here to this game. They're hosting all of the games over the course of championship play. Went unbeaten with 3 wins in their group, 14 goals allowed. 14 goals scored, 0 goals allowed in the qualifiers. Meanwhile, for Puerto Rico, won their group as well. 2 wins, 1 draw, no losses. Diaz, our center referee, talking to the captains. Jimena Jimenez, the captain for Costa Rica. Nieves Melchor, the captain for Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico in white kits today, red and blue kits for Costa Rica. Do have VAR at the U20 level now. These are our VAR referee and assistant. We've seen a couple goals called back already. Didn't make too much of a difference in the United States game. They had 2 goals called back, but down the line, it could be very meaningful in this tournament. Puerto Rico, coached by Nathaniel Gonzalez. Iriarte in net. This is a Puerto Rican side that has been to 4 consecutive now championship tournaments. That run began in 2020. And they're just looking for some steady progress. Final meetings between both squads before we kick off here in Costa Rica. Ashley McMahon scored 3 goals for Puerto Rico in qualifiers. Sheikah Scott scored 5 goals for Costa Rica in qualifiers. Both of those players, no surprise, in the starting 11s. It will be Costa Rica in red to start with possession. And we are underway. Concacaf U20 Championship match. Costa Rica and Puerto Rico to close out the day in Group A. United States, the team to catch after an 8-0 win over Guyana earlier. In Group B, Mexico and Canada won yesterday. Big as well. We haven't seen a tight game so far. Iriarte. Adam settles and knocks it for Puerto Rico. Tackled away by Costa Rica. There's McMahon. Picking up momentum, Puerto Rico in the 18, looking for a cross, slips through, shot put on, and it's slightly blocked. Roberts with the opportunity. Susanna Roberts starting forward for Puerto Rico today. McMahon plays at James Madison University in the United States, ready for this corner kick. The first corner we've seen in the opening minutes of this match. Near post, wide open, no shot though. Slipped to the top of the 18 and pushed out for now. Falcon on the throw, Quinones, and it's ushered out by the defense for Costa Rica. In 2023, this tournament took place in the Dominican Republic. It's the last competition. Costa Rica finished in 4th place, so they did go to the World Cup in Colombia. Had a rough go of it in the World Cup. We're in a difficult group with North Korea, Netherlands, and Argentina, and finished last in that group, so didn't make it out of that group stage. North Korea would go on to win the World Cup. The team that finished best from Concacaf in the 2024 World Cup is the United States, earned bronze. In 2026, at this level, tournament takes place in Poland. Tough collision there, but it's pushed back to the keeper. Iriarte calls everyone off. Stacey Thomas, aggressive for Costa Rica. Roberts whips in across, slides past everybody. On the far side now with McMahon. Getting pushed off the ball, it's Dwight. Erased. And it's won by Fernandez. Soars to the midfield. And bounces around, gets a lucky bounce here for Costa Rica. Edge of the 18, and it's stolen back by Puerto Rico. Barigua with the look. There's Aguilar, head coach for Costa Rica. Aurora Gaines out of the University of Arizona is down in some pain for Puerto Rico. Nathaniel Gonzalez surveys at the helm for Puerto Rico. It looks like her face, some blood. Oh, the training staff giving her immediate attention. Look at what happened here to Gaines. Yeah, just slammed her head into the back of the head of Ruiz for Costa Rica. Both players on that contact. Uncomfortable, but it looks like it opened up a cut for Gaines. And they'll have to get control of the bleeding before she can come back on. Nearly muscled away by Puerto Rico. Ocampo keeps it. On the wing, chasing. Anigua, out of reach. Castrillo. Possession with Costa Rica. Roberts can't break free up the flank. You can feel the intensity early on both of these teams, feeling like they have a good chance to pick up 3 points. On paper, pretty evenly matched. All bandaged up gains. She's got a protective wrap and looks like she'll be good to go. Up ahead, here comes Costa Rica. Panigua, slicing back. Scott turns, couldn't fire. Defense collapses in. Shot from outside the 18 is wide. On those counters, the transition chances will be open in this game for Costa Rica if they can take advantage. They certainly have the speed to get forward. But Jimenez, the captain, off with the shot. Thomas drives. And nobody there on her pass. Intended for the top of the 18. Thomas got clipped by Castrillo. Well, it's a good thing she's wearing shin guards. Played long for Scott. Turns on the Jets. Shiga Scott around the keeper. And the defense stopped that opportunity for Costa Rica. Scott whips in a service. And it's headed away. A chaotic moment there. Again for Costa Rica. Jimenez fires high. Another look at this build. And I don't think Puerto Rico was aware just how fast Scott is. Just outran everybody, but a bit of a heavy touch meant that she couldn't get a shot off. And a dump for Puerto Rico, back in the nick of time. Scott, 5 goals in qualifiers for Costa Rica. She's been a staple at the Costa Rican youth levels. Well, it's been a fun back and forth so far in this game, Puerto Rico and Costa Rica. Gonzalez. Yes, Melchor, the captain. Had a foul against Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico on the move. Bit of a pile up, no call. Gaines wants it. On the hold up, Quinones. 2 defenders swarm. Has to backtrack. Tries a cross, and that one off the post. My goodness, it looked like it was going out and over the net, but it nearly fell in for Puerto Rico. Falcon, maybe inches away, just enough of a touch. This was a kind of a funky sequence, but it looks like it's going out, and it's off the post, and no choice but to just head it out for Castrillo. Does mean it's a corner kick for Puerto Rico. Just about 15 minutes into this game. Headed away. Opportunity for a second ball. It's settled by Puerto Rico. Off the swing. And it's tapped away. Looking at counter, Costa Rica. Well, animated. This crowd, of course. The home side playing. They'll have home field advantage, Costa Rica, this entire tournament. Oh, look at this. Who did it touch off of? I think the right call is Thomas for Costa Rica. And that was what the referee decided. Could be a costly giveaway. And Senio makes up for it. Surging on the wing, all turned around, was Thomas. for Costa Rica. As a FIFA, no, takes the deflection to Scott. Castrillo. Towards the back post, lands, no shot. Players get tangled up. Clean for now. Benigua is the Costa Rican player who went down on that contact. Well, that shot from distance, wayward. Here's a look at that moment. As Mick Mahone, who fell on Benigua. So it's not a penalty. VAR looked at it and said no call. They were looking for a possible foul in the box. Skied into the stands. The shot from Martinez. Well, these types of passes, Hernandez and Costa Rica have to be careful. Intercepted. Head on a swivel. Yes, Melchor. And a corner's coming for Puerto Rico. McMahon. On the delivery, far post, headers wide. Gillespie was open. Yeah, but Gillespie plays college soccer at Butler in Indiana, United States. There's Gonzalez. No score yet between Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. Concacaf Women's U20 Championship. The goal is to earn 3 points and catch the United States for first place, top of the group standings. Both these teams will have a break on Saturday and then play again Sunday. Looks like that might have hit a hand. Gaines in a battle. And she gets fouled. just had that first step and gets tugged. Scott. Ocampo. Vasquez. And it rolls out for Costa Rica. Both of these teams have had chances to score in this game. Oh, that pass broken up. Right idea from Scott. Into the attacking third for Costa Rica. It's a light shot. Iriarte, no problems with that one. There's a chance for Costa Rica. Block. Iriarte was the last line. And the Puerto Rican goalkeeper rejects. Well, this is a long ball over the top. And again, it's a good bounce. But they can't convert. Thomas with the chance. And it's smashed off the knee of Iriarte. Thomas got warned by Diaz for the aftermath of that play. On the corner, headed down, wide, but powerful, Ocampo. You could hear the sound it made, that shot, off the backboard they have. It was congested in the middle, so it would have been difficult to cleanly get that through, but this was a dangerous rebound given up by Puerto Rico. And you can see the frustration. Possession even. And we don't have a score, Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. Kept in. I don't think Puerto Rico knew that. Lofted up. There's the chance. Canigua shoots. And it's right to Iriarte. This starts from Castrillo, just in the corner. fans getting louder here in Costa Rica. Trying to will the home side to a lead. Thomas, deflected out. Puerto Rico has done a lot of defending recently, now in transition, and stopped by Costa Rica. Hernandez slows the pace of this game for Puerto Rico. Vasquez. Ruiz in the midfield for Costa Rica. Clearly, they've strategically been eyeing those long balls. It's been successful so far. McMahon just hasn't been on the ball much. Iriarte playing out from the back. Roberts turns on the Jets. Out of necessity, it's out of play for Costa Rica off of Castrillo. It's a real fight for Gonzalez and his team, his Puerto Rican side against Costa Rica in the opening half an hour of this game. At this point in all the other games in Concacaf U20 so far, it's been already pretty lopsided. Not the case for these two teams. Mahone. Off the corner, the outswinger. That skims off a couple of heads. And it's Costa Rica on the throw-in. Leads us to a cooling break in this first half. It is a humid day in Costa Rica. There's another look at that corner. And it's well off for Puerto Rico. Discuss strategy after they've gotten a feel for each other this first half an hour. So Gonzalez and Aguilar. 7 shots for Puerto Rico, but none on target. 6 shots for Costa Rica, 3 on target. Costa Rica, in general, has established themselves as a force to be reckoned with in Concacaf at really every level on the women's side. Senior national team made the last World Cup in 2023. Weaving through. Vasquez last to touch. Gonzalez, off her right, has it blocked. Here's a chance. No shot, took too long for Roberts. And this one well high. Mahone on the corner looking to take the lead. Bit of a heavy touch. And that call against Puerto Rico. It was a handball against the captain, yes, Melchor, excuse me. Blazing forward. Thomas takes on Gillespie. Offside against Costa Rica. Breaks up that possible build. It looks like it was Thomas who was off. So interesting, in the first half, Puerto Rico making a sub. You notice out, Jayla Walton in. Uriarte have to be cautious with those as Scott's looming. Uriarte waits for it, some hesitation, and now it's booted to the midfield. Ping pongs around and slammed off of Roberts. Some friendly fire. Castrillo switching the point of attack for Costa Rica. Nothing much there. Off of spot. Thomas in the 18, rejected. Iriarte with the save. Costa Rican fans are saying it was a handball. I think that was just a point-blank shot to the head. That's why play was stopped, because Diaz wants to make sure everybody's all right. Another look at this. Hard to tell. A shot from Thomas goes off the outstretched legs of Iriarte. Diaz really hearing it from Costa Rica. They think it was a handball. You can make the case upon watching that replay. On the drop. Puerto Rico possession. Ocampo getting a talking to. Played long, headed away, at least out of the 18. Gaines trying to keep it with Puerto Rico, stumbles, pokes it forward. There's a shot and a save. Fernandez says no. The look from Roberts, still in the 6 now, not totally cleared for Costa Rica. And finally out of the woods, can breathe for now. That was the best chance for Puerto Rico this entire match. Another look at this, Roberts with her right foot and diving for it, Fernandez. Gaines brushes off a defender. And Fernandez holds. Well, the Costa Rican goalkeeper just came up with a big stop. Ocampo. Cross cut off. Bobbled a little bit by Iriarte. Roberts. Hustle. Fernandez. A press put on by Puerto Rico. Martinez trying to power through. Costa Rica possession. Dangerous pass, it's intercepted. Roberts on the takeaway. Takes on 3 defenders. Fernandez out. And she corrals it in. 2 players down. Here's that Roberts opportunity. Seals it away. It would have been a long way to go, and the defense was back enough for Costa Rica. Still scary, and Fernandez handles. Puerto Rico, transition chance again. Roberts, too far ahead. Skip to the keeper, Fernandez, who suddenly has been very active. Five minutes of stoppage time in the first half. No score, Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. Anigua. And a corner's coming. Puerto Rico very vocal defensively. So it'd be tough to give up a goal in stoppage time to end this half. On the outswinger, headed towards the spot. Looking for a second ball in. And it's it's Roberts who commits there. See this again. Hit her hand, I guess. Good spot for a free kick. Costa Rica, Scott, straight to net. That's over the crossbar. Here's this chance. With her right foot, just overshoots it. She'll be frustrated she didn't get that on frame. A collision in the midfield. Costa Rica ball. And we could be seeing a card here. That's a yellow shown. It's against the captain, Nieves Melchor, for Puerto Rico. The first card we've seen today. Actually, excuse me, that should be who Aurora gains. So to 13 gains. That high kick to the stomach. Untouched, but boy, it was open back post. Waning moments of this first half. Time for maybe a final push for either of these countries. That's the end of the first half. Costa Rica, Puerto Rico scored so far. They played 45 minutes. It's been back and forth between these two countries. It's the first game of the group stage Concacaf U20 Championship. Take a break. We'll come back with highlights from Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. Welcome back to Costa Rica. Costa Rica and Puerto Rico scoreless so far. We've played one half in the Concacaf U20 Championship. Game number 1, both of these teams searching for 3 points. 3 games overall in the group stage, and the United States on top in Group A after an 8-0 win earlier today over Guyana. It was a very even, evident by the score. First half, Puerto Rico had less shots on target than Costa Rica. That was really the only slight difference. It will be Puerto Rico in white to start with possession in the second half. Red kits for Costa Rica. And we're underway. U20 Championship on the women's side. 8 teams will be whittled down to 4 at the end of the week. Thomas, cut off. Iriarte. Fernandez has to do some work on the other side. Thomas takes a long touch, sprints forward, and is ushered off the ball. Off the giveaway, this could be costly. And tripped up Thomas. Costa Rica continuing in the attacking third. Estadio from way out, and a diving stop, Iriarte. Oh, Costa Rica clearly was something to prove in this second half. This shot is truly from distance. And that nearly is top shelf. Iriarte with quite the stop. Off the corner, headed down. Almost another one for Costa Rica. Resenio was there. Oh, the center back has almost tallied twice now in the span of a minute. And Thomas is slow to get up. Resenio. Off the body of McMahon. Ocampo for Costa Rica. Scott. Jimenez. Ocampo. Surveys. Penagua. Up the middle. Off her right foot. That pass behind Scott, who was streaking forward in the 18. Merceno. Castrillo. Scott. Vasquez. Brittany Vasquez. Ocampo. Thomas. Nearly has it swipe. And it's not quite a corner. Ocampo. Merceno. Vasquez. Up the flank. Penigua. Skips past the defender. On the crossback post. Took a deflection. Puerto Rico looks to clear. Continued pressure. And there's a big denial. Rosenio. And it bounces through. Iriarte. Well, it's been all Costa Rica so far. Opening minutes of this second half. Whole myriad of looks. Ocampo. Scott. Paniagua shoots. Iriarte. Oh, the keeper for Puerto Rico. Staying warm. Fernandez. Foul called. I just got all legs. Did Giselle Falcon. Tap to Gaines. Gaines motors forward. Nice pass ahead. Here's a chance for Puerto Rico. Saved by Fernandez and cleared. Wow, that was the best chance of the game. Yves Melchor can't believe it. And Fernandez coming up big for Costa Rica. Well, everything was going Costa Rica's way. It seemed like they were knocking on the door of goal number 1, and then Puerto Rico with a great transition opportunity, but they don't convert. Scoreless. These two countries meeting at the U20 level championship. Game number 1. Viceno. Peniagua. Slice to her right, splits 2 defenders, and it ping-pongs around. Here's Melchor. Showing off her pace. The captain for Puerto Rico. And finally it's tackled away. Ruiz for Costa Rica. Thomas is down. Well, just a coming together there. That Thomas twisted her ankle, it looks like, on the way down. Here's another look at the best chance of the game. Yves Melchor, and it's a slight kick save from Fernandez. And you can see the reaction from Puerto Rico, devastated. They felt like it should have been goal number 1. Well, concerning here as Stacey Thomas is going to be stretchered off. Looks like Yeslin Alvarado will replace her. Doesn't appear like Thomas can continue. Well, you feel for Thomas, who's been threatening up the wing, that Alvarado replaces. Just a bit behind. It's getting loud here, Alvarado, as he springs onto the pitch with fresh legs. Ocampo. Scott. On the wing, Scott. A little too much power. Two subs coming in for Puerto Rico. Evangelina Arocho. Maldonado. Malia Maldonado as well. So Roberts exits Puerto Rico. So does Gaines. Gaines was on a yellow, so probably smart to get her off the pitch. Also got cut in the first half on a head-to-head collision, hence the bandage. Puerto Rico with an opportunity. It's Falcon, stumbles. Costa Rica frustrated, but the attack is officially stalled. We'll see this again from Falcon. Yep, it was shoulder to shoulder, and Vasquez then got the edge. The shove in the back is a foul call against Falcon. Less than half an hour to go. See if anyone can find the back of the net. McMahon to the midfield now. Jimenez. Paniagua. Trying to tuck that in the corner, maybe go back post with Scott. Ocampo. Nearly tackled away, still with Costa Rica. Served. Confusion on who's gonna clear. Iriarte again. Leaps for that one. As FIFA with the look. And it starts from this service. The header serves as a pass, essentially, across the 18. Both keepers have been really good today for Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. It's a corner for Costa Rica. Iriarte again punches it away on the second ball. It's whiffed by Jimenez. A Falcon wanted to transition for Puerto Rico. Instead, it hangs up and a shove in the back. Called against Sarah Martinez. We'll see this again, just trying to get positioning Martinez. And it hit off her chin. In that sequence, she pushes Ruiz really by the neck. Iriarte. Bobbled around. Briseño has proved to have a pretty powerful strike from way outside. No surprise she takes the free kicks for Costa Rica. Vasquez with her left foot slots it forward. Alvarado gets squared. It was a tight angle. Iriarte just lunging and holds now. Another look at this. Offside was the call. Alvarado just a hair off. Looking to counter. Puerto Rico's found some success this way. Well, that heel pass. Maldonado. Gonzalez. Looking on the head coach for Puerto Rico. It's been a hard-fought game for both of these teams. Falcon has it nudged away. It's a corner kick for Puerto Rico. Read all the way by Scott. Nothing much, but on the turn, a shot. Hits into a defender. And another collision. It will be Puerto Rico ball. Miguel Mahone is down. Paniagua also feeling that, but it's Paniagua who just takes out McMahon. Off the service. That's another corner kick for Puerto Rico. Oh, these corners, if executed well, could be the difference in this game. We haven't really seen a great look for either of these teams off of a corner. Quick throw, Falcon. And it's another corner kick for Puerto Rico. On its way to the far post. And again, not on frame. Briseño. Alvarado. Muscled off the ball. And fouls in the process. Stumbling there, Alvarado with a little tug of Martinez. Scott swerves. Up the flank. Castrillo. Scott. And it's Arte, with the goal kick now. 20 minutes to go. Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. No score yet. 3 points would put either of these teams even with the United States for the top of the group. This is Group A in the Concacaf Women's U20 Championship. McMahon. Ocampo. Arte, one of the easier stops she's had to make today. McMahon. Yes, Melchor gives it away. Scott. Pass out wide. Paniagua keeps. 1v1. Trips. Gets up. Has the ball. Swerves past another defender. That is off the mark with that service. Brings us to the cooling break in the second half for Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. Comes at a great time. First, because of all the work that these two teams have done, but second, both coaches reset, discuss how they'll proceed to end this game. The ultimate goal for both of these teams is to finish in first and second within the group of four. That will push them to the semifinal June 6 and push them to a U20 World Cup in 2026 in Poland. So a lot on the line. And a game like this, if you can walk away with 3 points, that's going to make a big difference. Oh, ready to restart. About 15 minutes to go. Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. Alvarado. 2 defenders on her back. And it's punched to the midfield by the Puerto Rican defense. Dispossessed on the swipe. No transition for Puerto Rico. Falcon. Orocho goes down. Alvarado charges to it. Scott has to reach behind. Paniagua. Falcon looking to counter. Nothing there. Oh, jumping over Vasquez. Scott. To her right. Was attempting to go far post. And defense does well there. Gonzalez for Puerto Rico. Sub coming in for Costa Rica. Alejandro Gonzalez in as a FIFA out. And we'll also see Valeria Vargas in. Ocampo out. Vargas. Vasquez. Paniagua. Header. Just over. A pair of headers. Well, Gonzalez just walked onto the pitch and immediately had one of the better chances of this game for Costa Rica. It was a smart play by Alvarado, knowing she didn't have the angle, used the back of her head, trying to go top shelf. Costa Rica unsuccessful there. Vargas has it ripped away. Yams Melchor, no, stopped by Costa Rica. McMahon to her keeper. Pressure coming from Costa Rica. Falcon jumps on it. Who's going to get there first? Yes, Melchor does. Falcon is her option. And that shot is light. Fernandez covers. Adam is down for Puerto Rico. In need of the training staff. Potential sub. Now looks like Puerto Rico will have to make a change. Adam limping off. Aqua, Olivia. Looks like that's the sub being made for Puerto Rico. Indeed, that's a change. No score, Costa Rica, Puerto Rico. Just 9 minutes left. Scott. Can't corral it in, instead is Puerto Rico. Turned right into Scott, who tumbles down, wants a call. She's not going to get one. Maldonado does get the call for Puerto Rico. Falcon trying to fight for it. Being boxed out by Vasquez. Costa Rica. Alvarado holds it. Lays it behind to Scott. And Alvarado was offside. Scott. Almost. On the service. Puerto Rico's there defensively. Scott. It's a leading scorer in qualifiers. Can she be the hero late in this one for Costa Rica? Castrillo. Blocked. Shaded off the ball by Walton. Quick throw in. Walton's down. Walton on her feet. Paniagua. A free kick coming from a dangerous spot. Could this be the one for Costa Rica? On its way in, Iriarte punches it down. The Puerto Rican goalkeeper once again. But Costa Rica will do it again. Rising for this, she almost missed it, but kind of swats it down with her hands and redirects just enough. Diaz warning two players, Evelacqua and Gonzalez. Gonzalez still getting talked to. Near post this time. There's a shot! Stopped by Puerto Rico. Jimenez, the captain, still in the final third. And a corner kick again. So it's 3 consecutive now for for Costa Rica. This a look at Jimenez. Then it's McMahon who's there. Paniagua. Near post. Iriarte got turned around. Lifted into the 6. Couple players going for the header. We'll do it again. 4th corner in a row for Costa Rica. Paniagua. Didn't have enough height on that. Not out of the woods though. Vargas. Scott. Cleared for Puerto Rico. Really had to weather a storm there. Final minutes. Paniagua. Once again, Puerto Rico. There defensively. Jimenez. Castrillo. Drops through. This is it for Costa Rica. And just couldn't control fast enough. It looks like Vasquez would be able to get a quality shot off, but it just took too much time for Costa Rica. Off the turn, Alvarado hits the side of the netting. Oh, this has been a dominant couple of minutes for Costa Rica, and yet they don't have a goal to show for it. Puerto Rico has stayed strong defensively, led by Iriarte, the keeper. Scott, from distance, Chica Scott, no. Gonna get 8 minutes of stoppage time, still plenty of time for somebody to find the game winner. Intensity turned up a level between Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. 3 points on the line. Nieves Melchor and Peniagua. Quick discussion with our center referee, Diaz. Peniagua uses her left foot, bounces through. Iriarte dives on it, and you can see the reaction from Gonzalez. Well, if Puerto Rico walks away with a point, I think they'll feel pretty good about the defensive effort, especially at the end of this game. This is Peniagua, and the ball she puts in the box, it skips past the defender, and then just unable to redirect it in a meaningful way. Iriarte once again stops. Pouncing on it. Alvarado was the option. One back in the midfield. Peniagua runs to it. On its way to the back post. Half volley. No. Gonzalez wanted that one bad. So did this crowd in Costa Rica. Well, she had time. Walton getting stretched out. Might have to make a sub here for Puerto Rico. It's been loud. Get the advantage of a home crowd, Costa Rica. Walton still grabbing her leg. It's gonna get stretchered off. Aguilar looking on. I do think Costa Rica will be disappointed with a point, considering especially the end of this game. They've had possession. They've been in the final third. And they've created shots, but nothing's got in. We're in stoppage time. Concacaf Women's U20 Championship, Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. This is it for both of these teams as Walton exits the game. Puerto Rico. Didn't have the legs on that one. Headed away by Costa Rica. Puerto Rico with some pressure now. Scott in transition. Doesn't have numbers. So she pulls it back and possesses for Costa Rica with about 3 minutes to go. Paniagua off her head. Uses her body. Stumbles. Iriarte dives on it. Alvarado. The shot bounces to the keeper, Iriarte. Gonzalez pushing the pace with about 90 seconds to go. Scott looking for a stoppage time game winner, both of these teams. Gonzalez on the swing, served up. Jimenez almost, but she's blocked. Vargas, free kick coming. Interesting, Walton was stretchered off, but she is back on. Briseño out, Alfaro in to end this game for Costa Rica. Paniagua to goal. Off the rebound. Iriarte's there. There's a final whistle. This game ends in a scoreless draw. Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. A true battle, but everyone walks away with a point. And so the United States still in front in Group A. So many chances for Costa Rica and for Puerto Rico, but nobody scores in this one. Concacaf U20 Championship, Game 1.
Pues sí, un partido muy intenso para Costa Rica de hoy, donde el fútbol pasó por ti, pero al final no logran encontrar ese gol tan ansiado.
Bueno, hemos trabajado muy duro y nos hemos preparado de una forma correcta y ahora queda torneo, vamos por si quieres sacar el siguiente resultado y todas trabajando juntas.
Muy importante irse con el marco en cero y no perder.
Sí, por supuesto. Ahora vamos a concentrarnos en el siguiente rival, que es Guyana, y a sacar el resultado, ojalá positivo.
Alejandro, partido muy intenso para Puerto Rico el día de hoy, no logran la victoria, pero logran irse con cero, que también es muy importante.
Estamos contentos con el resultado, lo hemos dado todo en el campo y estamos listas para darlo todo en los siguientes partidos.
Muy importante tu labor el día de hoy para ponerse de cero, que suma un punto, cual es muy importante para usted en la clasificación.
Correcto, bueno, pues aquí estoy, yo hago lo mío, pero eso es trabajo en equipo al final del día. Estamos contentos.
Gracias.
Gracias.
Listo, gracias.
Let's take a look at the highlights from this one. Concacaf U20 Women's Championship, Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. Both of these teams in their first game of what will be 3 games in the group stage. So we start things off from Costa Rica, who are the home team. They're the only team in this tournament that get to play at home. Sheikah Scott off to a hot start here. Scott blocked there by the defense for Puerto Rico. Scott had 5 goals in the qualifiers, but that time is tackled away. And Puerto Rico going the opposite way. Chance in front of net and a bit of a pile up. And Fernandez gets there. However, this is the one that Falcon ended up just glazing off the post. It was a weird play, but it was almost a goal for Puerto Rico. On the interception, Roberts for Puerto Rico just takes a long touch and The defense collapses in, but it was a poor giveaway for this Costa Rican side. Scott, in the first half, just sails this one on a set piece over the crossbar, and nobody converts in the first 45 minutes. So it's a scoreless game at the break. We return for the start of the second half, and it really becomes all Costa Rica. What a save. Iriarte being tested from way out. Briseño with a monster shot. She almost goes top shelf from that far out. It would have been a true golazo. This is the best look for Puerto Rico all game, and it's a stop from Fernandez in transition. Nieves Melcher can't believe it. The emotions after the fact. And really after that look, Costa Rica would put on a myriad of shots. This one headed across and off the volley. A look from Azafifa. Another header, this one off the mark. Gonzalez. She's trying to put it in the upper corner, unsuccessful. Continued pressure from Costa Rica in this game, but neither team would score over the course of 90 minutes. So we end in a draw, a scoreless draw between Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. Final stats for you in this one: 25 shots for Costa Rica and 10 shots on target, but they don't score at all in this game. This is a game they'll be frustrated by when you look at those numbers. Definitely looked like the stronger side, Costa Rica, in the second half. As for Group A, now everybody has played one game. USA won earlier, big time, over Guyana, so these are the standings at the moment. USA in first place, Costa Rica and Puerto Rico tied for second, and Guyana in last. 2 more games to go in the group stage, so a lot could change for Group A. Well, that's going to do it from us here in Costa Rica. It wraps up the day. Again, USA with an 8-0 win over Guyana earlier, and then this one, a scoreless draw, Costa Rica and Puerto Rico. Have a fantastic night, everyone. Saying so long from Costa Rica in the Concacaf U20 Championship.